Guys, welcome to another episode of Living a Beautiful Life. My name is Jessica Julex, the amazing lady. It's another beautiful week and I am feeling super amazing as always to be back on the channel. How have you guys been? How has the activities been for the week? How is work? How is studies? How is everything? I trust you're having a good time. If you ever have a grateful heart, there will never be a bad day in your life. There will never be a bad week in your life. Because as long as you're alive and you are able to tell the story of how bad the day was, it simply means God is not done with you yet. So things can always get better. Yes, you do not have all the money you need, but the truth is, even when you have all the money you need, there are some things that you have now that you certainly cannot buy. It doesn't matter the amount of money you have. You can't just buy them the way they are. So let us always be grateful and hope that everything will be fine, because certainly things will be fine. Welcome guys to another episode. I really want to say thank you to all my friends who have always been there for me, those who check out my videos, those who subscribed lately, those who share on their timelines and everywhere. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Today we'll be talking about God-fearing men and church-going men. Yes, church-going men, God-fearing men. It's very hard to see a girl who doesn't have the God-fearing man as one of the qualities she expects in her future partner. It is very, very difficult. In fact, it's one of the top priorities for every lady. A man who knows God, who fears God, who respects God, who would not do some things because of the fear he has for God, who would do some things actually because of God, you know, who always brings in the God factor in dealing with her. Everybody knows, like, the importance of marrying a man who is God-fearing can't just be overemphasized. Everybody knows that. So every lady wants a God-fearing man, including me. Yes, yeah, I do. Our point of discussion today is not the fact that every lady wants a God-fearing man. Our point of discussion is the fact that sometimes we mistake the God-fearing man for the church-going man. They are two different sets of people. They are two different categories of people. People who just go to church and people who really know God, who have relationship with God. God-fearing men mostly are found in the church, but not all the men you see in the church are God-fearing. Some people have relationship with the church, with the choir, with the preaching, with the prayer ministry, with different things that happen in the church, but they do not have relationship with God. So being God-fearing is simply having a relationship with God, and you don't just talk about it. It's not mostly what you just talk about. It is what people encounter when they deal with you. That is what makes one a Christian, not just the religion. Some men go to church because that is where they believe they will see good women for marriage, and that is what's taking them to church. So if you're a lady and you feel like, okay, I'm going to church because I need men in the church to see me, you might be getting things wrong, because not every man in the church are God-fearing. Some men go to church to cover up all the bad things they are doing. Some people go to church because everyone has gone and they just don't want to be the one alone in the house. Some people go to church because that is what is in vogue. Everybody is going to church. Like on Sundays, it's a must. Everybody goes to church. And some people actually go to church in order to know God, to encounter God, to build their relationship with God. So if you meet a man who is not going to church to build his relationship with God, to encounter God the more, it's just like you are there with a pagan, because the attitude he displays will just draw you back from God. A lot of people come to the church to meet godly people, but you know, it's another opportunity for a lot of wolves to dress in sheep's clothing. So that is why it is important for you to test every spirit that comes to you. You don't just accept people because you met them in the church. Everything is fine. You still have to watch their attitudes, watch the things they do to others. Apart from those church things, the choir things, oh, the way he sings, the way he preaches, the way he prays, some of those things people even learn them. So but when you are dealing with somebody, the things you pay attention is the attitudes. It doesn't just end on those attitudes that we display in the church. It is a whole lot more than that. Some pastors go home to beat and cheat on their wives. A lot of things like that happen, but it's only someone who has that fear of God in him would not display some things because of the relationship he has with God. It is when someone has discovered himself, who he is in God, that is when the person can treat you right. So it is the person's behavior that will make you determine if he is godly, not just that church thing. If he tells you he is spiritual but yet expects you to do a lot of unholy compromising, then let your observation be your guide. Let what you observe be your guide, because these things are more of actions, not just what we tell each other, not just what we tell people. So you also have to watch out the way he treats other people. He can shower you with all the loves, but you have to watch out how he treats both his siblings, his parents, people who are related to him, people he meets, like the way he talks to the waiter, the gate man, the security. Yes, because sometimes you might just walk in and you see the way he talks to their siblings, or just bash everybody at any time, rudely talk to the waiter or anybody, and he still comes back to shower all the love at you and you smile. One day it's gonna be your turn. So it is those attitudes that they display even to other people that he doesn't really love as much as he loves you. They also matter. Another thing you will do is to ask yourself, how is my relationship with God since I started moving out with this person, since I met this person? How has my relationship with God been? Has it taken you away, like decreased your love for God, made you compromise a whole lot, made you reduce your standard, made you forget all your principles? Or has it brought you closer to God? Has it increased the love you have for God? What is your experience since you met this person? If they keep on telling you they are spiritual, they do this in the church, they are this in the church, and it's not growing your relationship with God, you might just be in with a church going man. You all go to church to sing and dance and do everything, but your own relationship with God, which is the basic thing, which is the most important thing in Christianity, is not there. So you have to watch it. So you have to ask yourself how your relationship with God has been since you met this person. So this is actually what you have to watch out for, to know if you're dealing with a church-going man or a God-fearing man. But remember, very importantly, you have to be God-fearing in order to detect a man who is God-fearing. If you as a lady, you are not God-fearing, you might even find it very difficult to know the real act of being God-fearing and to detect that in a man. Also, you will find it very difficult to keep a God-fearing man if you as a lady are not God-fearing. So while you watch out for that, make sure that you are a replica of what you want to attract in a man. And most importantly, the home belongs to us, the ladies. So we need that God factor in order to keep our home. We have to be in a very good relationship with God in order to be able to invite him at any point in our families. We are the home keepers. So it's very important that we start from ourselves. That is actually the basic thing I want to talk about today. We have to start from ourselves to be that which we want to attract. So by the time we have worked on our relationship with God, it's going to be easier for us to reach out to those God-fearing people, because we also have what it takes to keep them. So we have to also ensure that we are not just church-going ladies, church-going girls who just go to the church to look for guys, or girls who just go to the church because everybody's going. Yes, we have to be the real God-fearing women if we really want to end up with that God-fearing man, as we always have it in our qualities of our dream man. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I will chat with you on the next episode. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not subscribed, and drop your comments right there on the comment section. My name is Jessica Julex. Until I come your way on the next episode, stay beautiful and stay classy. Goodbye.